All right. Looks like we're live. Oh shoot, I gotta turn my sound down. I do that every time. All right. What's up, ghetto? So here's the knife. When my battery died last time when I was working on it, I stopped right away and haven't worked on it since. So we'll get back to where I was, which was I was using these Scotch-Brite sanding belts to kind of smooth it all out. You can see I only just barely started right here and then the battery died. That part ain't even really that important. So we got 4 people in here now. Good to see you. Good to have people here. All right. This is the coarse. There's 3: coarse, medium, and a fine. We're gonna go through them all. I'm only gonna do the coarse, like that part there back, and then I'll do the other 2. This finished part that you'll see when it's done. Good to see you. I don't know how well it shows up. Well, here's the other side. It just really gives it a nice scratch pattern. I still got some going that way. I'm trying to work out here and along there. Try not to stay in one spot too long and dig in too much. That looks good enough for the coarse one on that side. Right on, yeah. I know right now you can probably really tell the difference. The side I haven't done and the side I have. up, Cola? Wickershire, good to see you. It's getting a little warm. So it's pretty good. You guys probably can't make out. There's still just a few going that way. Like from about, that's about all you're going to see is that part. The rest of all this is going to be handled. So that's what needs to look good. I'm going to read that comment here in a minute. Something about found the film. Alright, that's going to be good enough for that one. What's up, Indy? Tiger? Good to see you guys. Yeah, I'll get there. I'm going to polish it a little bit. It's not going to be a full polish, like a full mirror polish, I would say. That's not what it's going to be, but some people do run these belts with... Damn, it's not fitting. There we go. They spray a bunch of WD-40 in them and run them. Yeah, I'm not going for the mirror. We're just going to go for a nice, what would probably people would call like a brushed look. Oh, found a kukri. Yeah, man. You know, you might get what you pay for on that. What's up, Zach? Good to see you. Alright, so now it's the medium belt here. Once you get that first one done, it doesn't take very long on the next two. These are kind of new belts to me when we use them a few times. The other way is to sand all this by hand up the grits, and you do get a nicer finish than this, but this is pretty nice and a lot easier. thank you, Andy. Oh no, let's go back to the start. I didn't work on it anymore since the last time I filmed, but it started right where it cut off. Pulling it off, making sure it doesn't get too hot. That'll ruin my whole heat treat I did if I let it get too hot. Alright, we'll go all the way up to the fine. That's awesome. My nephew's been watching them too. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so that's the fine one. Let's do that. Hopefully the last on this step anyway. Pretty nice. What's up, Moonchild? All right. So there we go. It's looking pretty good. It's got my fingerprints all over it, but it looks nice. It's good, nice uniform finish. Again, it's not going to be a full mirror on this one. Take a little bit of this polish here. Old t-shirt. It doesn't really do a whole lot, mostly just cleans it up a little. Just in case anyone's worried. I'll be careful for that, but there's nothing. All right, so there it is. That part is done. Now, next we'll start getting ready to put a handle on it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mask all this off so I don't scratch it up. So let's see here. I know it's kind of weird when I bend down at the table here. It's hard to tell if you guys are seeing it or not. So my handle is going to go something like that. Oh wait, I mean it's going to go like that, but yeah, so my handle is going to be something like that. It's going to end right about there. Yeah, that's all this is. Blue painter's tape. It's just to keep it from getting scratched up. Getting glue on it well, eventually. I don't know if I'll get to gluing it today, but or not getting glue on it. Okay. So that's like about how I want it masked, and then I like to add a little piece right at the end that I can take off without taking all the rest of it off when I want to clean the glue out, when it starts oozing out of the front there. We'll see that later. So just add a piece about another 1/8 inch. Yeah, I do make leather sheaths. No, I'm not wearing skinny jeans. I do make leather sheaths. I haven't in a while. I've been doing mostly Kydex lately. Alright, so there it is. This is actually going to be our handle material. It's linen micarta, which is some kind of linen and like a epoxy resin, and it's all pressed together. And this is what I'm going to use for the pins, for the 3. This is nickel silver. And that's the next thing we're going to do, is get our pins ready. I like to go flying. It's 1/8 inch pins. Alright, I like to sand them down a little. Yeah, I will. That'll be when the knife gets all done. I'll do a sheath video. I'm not sure. I haven't decided what kind of sheath I'm gonna make for this knife, but it will be. I'll do it live just like everything else. So I just put my pen in the drill and sand it down. Oh, I lost. Flip it around, do the other side a little. Might have to be a couple live streams to do a sheath. I only get an hour with this camera, and that's good. It makes it not drag out too long. Yeah, so these are handle scales. Scales are usually when it's two pieces, like on a full tang knife. You got two pieces, one on each side. That's when they usually call them handle scales. So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. Sometimes I use brass pins. I like this nickel silver pins better. I don't know. Brass is alright. With the right wood, if you're doing wood handles, brass looks good. All right, those are ready. So, get this out of the way. 1/8 inch drill. So I'm just lining the edge of this material up with basically the edge of that tape. And it's going to take the whole piece to get the knife on there. That looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect right now, it's just got to fit in the right spots. Don't want to knock over my coffee. this probably will make the lights flash on this machine here. Stick my pin in there so it can't move. Hopefully my clamp's in the way. Move my clamp out of the way. Hole. Take the clamp off. This last one. Kind of hard. I usually get a better look at it. I'm trying to make sure you can see it with the camera. Looks like I was not making sure. I'm gonna do it again, so. Okay, so there's got our holes drilled. So we're going to mark this one now. Mark it only right to the tape. So now that's about what it should look like. That's the left one. We'll mark it left. And we'll do this other one. If you drill them at one time, sometimes you don't get it straight and it gets hard to put it together. And you have glue all over everything and your pins aren't going in. You start hitting it with a hammer. The handle material breaks, the handles separate. It just works better if you drill them separately from the center. How far along are we? Okay, 30 minutes. All right, so that looks pretty good. We'll do the same thing again. this one right up to the tape there. Probably can't see that. I'm going right to my tape marks with my pencil mark. That's where the end of the handle should be. And this one goes all the way to the edge. Take this one here, connect those two. Right. Okay. Don't lose the pins. So next is going to be cut them out on here, roughly. Yeah, I was hoping to get it glued up. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. So you can see my little outline there. Why is this not working? See my line. Pencil doesn't show up very good on this material. Anyway, we got that one cut. We might get it. Okay. Now we're going to put them together like this. This tape is just going to keep the pins are going to want to fall through on one side there, and we don't want them to. Want to hold it together. sand my pins down a little more. We got these like rough cut. We can pretty much glue this together now, but we need to finish this front edge, because once we glue it on, there ain't no going back. There ain't no getting in there and sanding it without screwing up your blade and all that. Right on, Zach. Have a good night. Good to see you, MB. Okay, so we got them hooked together. Now we're going to go back over to this guy and straighten up the front there. 60 thread belt. Even. Let's go 120. Some finer ones. I don't know what this one is. Finer than 120. You gotta be careful with the finer ones. They tend to want to burn stuff more. Like it'll discolor it all. That'll be the problem. And I'm not taking this knife up to super high finishes or nothing. It's a nice, usable knife. Yeah, that's my old sanding belt bucket there. Alright, so that's pretty nice. So now we gotta do a little more work on this edge here. So I don't want just like, when this is on the knife, we don't just want like a sharp edge here. So I'm going to bevel it back a little now. Here's how I'm going to do that. Make sure I catch it on camera. Take my handle. Make sure I got them done. Yeah. Side that the knife goes on is down. Taking my pencil. Put a mark. rocks or anything. Let's see. Well, something didn't work right. Because those marks are different. Try this again. Sand these pencil lines off. Something's holding it up or something on this. Put this one back on. Okay. I'll sand these a little bit. The insides. Alright, let's try this again. Part of it is my pencil's probably sharpened all weird. Yeah, that's not enough. I'm gonna flip it upside down the other way. Okay, that'll work. The idea is to get this symmetrical, so I'm going through all this. Pull this tape off, that'll be enough to mess it up. Drop it. Alright. Now I'm gonna take this table if I can figure out lefty loosey. I'll put a big old tilt on it. The angle, I mean, some people want to measure the angle. Well, the angle ain't as important as long as it's consistent. That's what's important. We're going to go back to a 60 grit belt. Same old, different, you know, back to finer belts. I just barely took the pencil line off. I got it all off down there. I need to get just a little more here, but I got to make it still look straight. Good. There's a little bobble. Let's see if we can just kind of. Durability test. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, I still got battery. That's what made it turn off last time. Anyway, here's, let's look at them, see how even they are. Don't bother with that because we'll grind that off, but like this part here will be evened up. We just need this line, and they look good. Man, I don't know. Some dudes like it. Coopers just don't seem like the funnest thing to build. I have been wanting to do God, I can't even think, like a K-bar style for a while. I haven't done it yet, but I've been wanting to. One thing I forgot I usually do is I usually don't drill through, but I just dimple around this thing to kind of give a little something more for the glue to stick into. Let's see if we can do it. That's close. Just kind of, it's not perfectly cut either, so I want to stay away from the edges. Just create a little bit more room for some more epoxy in there. people use a Dremel or something to do this. Some people will drill holes through the tang of the knife. There's an area for the epoxy to kind of bridge through there. Didn't do that on this one, but I've done it. Okay. Man, I'm so ready. I'm so close to being ready to glue it up. I'm nervous the camera gonna make it. You talking about these ones? I just did these yesterday. Alright, a little blowgun. This is probably gonna be loud. Sorry, camera's all dusty. Alright, so let's dry fit it. See, I don't know if y'all can see it. That's why I do the tape like that. So I'm gonna have to pull, my handle's actually over my tape. The dry fit fits up nice though. But I put that one layer on last so I can peel it off. Hopefully that's enough. It's trying to take too much off. I'll move it back. Okay, I think that's enough. Need a little room in between the tape and the... I don't want tape under the handle when we glue it up. Okay, that'll work. We're right at an hour. Man, that's a bummer because the glue up step ain't gonna take long, but that's gonna have to be for another stream, I think. Every time I try to push it, it cuts out. So that's what we're gonna do for today. I'll come back tomorrow and glue it up. That one probably won't be more than a half hour. So we're just gonna clean it and mix some of this epoxy and epoxy it on there, clamp it with these,